Welcome to episode 10, Future-Proofing Your SEO Strategy. Guys, we've made it to the final episode and now you're probably thinking, I'm done, I'm dusted. We're not quite there yet because I want to talk about what do we do from here? What do we do in 1 month from now, 1 year from now, 10 years from now? What about the next Google update? What about the next end of SEO article? Look, today we're going to be talking you through exactly what you need to do to future-proof your SEO and therefore commercial strategy for your business and reveal what that takes to ensure no matter what happens, you've got a process and a strategy to keep rising to the top ranks of Google. Let's get into it. Are you enjoying these videos? If you are, I'd really appreciate you subscribing to the channel to stay engaged, and I'll catch you in the next video. So today, guys, we're going to keep it EMI with the EMI approach: education, meducation, and a little bit of inspiration. Okay, so now we come to the education of the EMI. So how is it that you can accelerate your learning when it comes to the world of SEO? This is how you can at least do it with Semrush, but I'm also going to give you some lateral ways to think about it. So point number one is to really think about the type of actual content that you prefer. So in the instance that you're a great reader and you like, let's call it mid-form content because it's maybe 1,000 to 2,000 words and you like to scroll, then with that in mind, I would recommend something such as the Semrush blog. So diving in here and searching your way through is a great place to start. That's area number one. Area number two, if you prefer, for example, video, is taking a look at something such as the Semrush Academy. So there's upcoming courses, there are webinars, so you get a combination of courses which you can systematically go through as well as webinars. And there's a search function just here at the bottom, again, which you can dive into and refer to. Now, if you prefer the good old platform that is YouTube, then I give you the Semrush, of course, channel. There's playlists on here where you can learn about how content works. You can look at other 3 SEO series. You can look at YouTube optimization, etc. If you're a busy decision maker and you don't have time for any of that and you want the bite-sized stuff, that's where the world of shorts comes into play. So this is just YouTube, but of course there are other platforms. There's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's probably many more. And this is where you can get the bite-sized chunk. So I've just typed in Semrush. You can also go to the channel and search for shorts directly, and there's going to be a lot of good stuff here. But what I like to also do is look at what other people are using actually Semrush for. So this is where you can see all of these guys are showing different types of insights when it comes to Semrush. So shorts is a really great way to think about looking at actual content. Then as we continue, you've got Audible, which is ultimately digital audio books. I'm a big fan of Audible. I listen to Audible books a couple of hours a day. I've just searched SEO. And again, if you're great with listening to books, then I'd recommend a platform such as Audible or otherwise and have a look at what courses or rather books exist from an Audible perspective. Audible also, alongside Spotify, has podcasts. So again, similar principles. You probably see where I'm going when it comes to your education. And then finally, you've also, of course, got face-to-face workshops where you can go in and receive group training, or you can look at individual training as well if you prefer a one-to-one environment. So you'd search SEO consultant, London, or otherwise. And again, it'd be a case of having a look at who is available to teach you. So there you have it, guys. This is what to consider when you're thinking about education. Keep it practical, focus on what works. And now let's move to meducation. So here is the counterintuitive part when it comes to meducation. Meducation is your ability to teach other people the things that you've just learned. And ultimately, the better that you're able to do that and the quicker that you're able to do that, you'll become ultimately a much, much more effective learner. And if you want to future-proof your actual business when it comes to SEO, learn about SEO and then repeat back what you think you've learned to other people around you. And that's where, for example, now that we've got to episode 10, I'd really encourage organizing a team meeting, organizing a discussion, organizing a chat around all of the things that you potentially learned when it comes to, for example, keyword research, when it comes to link building, when it comes to the production of content. And you can even to that degree go ahead and begin producing content yourself for YouTube, for TikTok, for blog content. And in that way, it becomes real Meducation. And it's a great way if you're a business owner to then begin teaching your team that which you've learned and thus scaling the actual learning. And now we come to inspiration. Look, after everything's said and done, one of the keys to all of this is staying motivated and persisting when it comes to habits. I'm just going to talk to you about what works for me. What do? I listen to motivational books on Audible. I listen to motivational videos on YouTube. Specific authors that I'm a fan of that keep me inspired with growing are Benjamin Hardy, Dan Sullivan, Alex Hormozy, Jim Rohn, Grant Cardone. There are others, and you no doubt will have your own. If you don't have your own, I encourage you to find your own. And also, as we discussed when it came to education, to find the platform that works for you. Staying committed, staying focused is a big part of this journey. You know what can inspire you to move wherever you're at right now to the next level, whether you're a marketing director, a managing director, a founder, an investor. All I encourage you to do is to educate yourself, communicate what you educated to the world, and stay inspired. Hey guys, we've come to the end of the entire series. So just to recap, as ever, if you were watching this episode in full, we went through the ME, which is education, Meducation, and inspiration. And if you want to continue your Semrush journey, right here will appear what we recommend you should watch next.